Hi everyone, it's Miss Maccini. I am making another one of my famous videos to walk you through your assignment for this week. I actually revised the assignment to make it a little bit easier for you. So I just wanted to start where we always start, and we always start in Microsoft Teams. So if you follow my arrow and you see over here, when you click this Teams button, all of your classes will show up. For some reason, I don't have my little pictures. Usually this looks a little bit prettier, but you are going to click into your class. So we're going to click into our class. And here is our post. So, oh, look, Jimmy's saying hi. So I'm here every day, guys. I'm always chatting with you. I'm always posting my assignments. So we know what posts are. We are going to go into the assignments button. So you're going to click assignments. And here are all the assignments that many of you have completed. Some of you not so much, but what we're going to do is we are just going to focus on this week's assignment. So if you look, it says June 1st through June 5th. Now, here's the thing. If you did not do last week's assignment, this week could be a little bit difficult for you because we're using one of the stories, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. So we're going to click on this week's assignment. Okay. Here are the instructions. For this week's assignment, you will review one of our stories and you're going to rewrite it from a different character's point of view. We've done this before. We used to do this all the time in 6th grade, and we did it a couple times in 8th, where you can use the story from last week with the talking cat, Tobermory, or if you didn't like that story, there's a different story that you can choose. Rumpelstiltskin, that's an old school fairy tale, you know, where the little guy makes the girl turn the straw into gold, okay? So you're going to choose one of those stories. You're going to read it, and you're going to rewrite it from a different character's point of view. So I'm going to just finish reading the directions. There's a link that's going to take you to a video that can help you. So you're going to watch a PowerPoint video that reviews narrative and point of view. You are going to choose one of the stories. So you can do the story that we did last week, Tobermory, which obviously I loved because I'm obsessed with cats. Or if you didn't like that story and you wanted to try something new, there's a new story for you called Rumpelstiltskin. I bet many of you read it when you were little kids. Then, after you read the story, there's one graphic organizer that you need to fill out, and then you're just going to rewrite the story from another character's point of view. So when you scroll down, you're going to click here for an overview of your assignment, and it's going to take you to this website. This should look familiar. Here are the directions. Here is a PowerPoint on how to write a short story and how to use point of view. And here's a review of everything you need to know. So you can use this on the website, but I also included it as a Word document. So if you can't open it, that's okay. I have it for you, okay? So point of view is the perspective that a narrator holds in relation to the events of the story. Point of view is very important because it filters everything in your story. So we have 3 stories to choose from. This is what we read last week, Tobermory by Saki with the talking cat. This is another story that you have the choice of reading, Rumpelstiltskin, which is another fairy tale. It's a fairy tale. And then there was a third story that we were able to use. I was not able to upload it into the lesson. So if you really wanted to use this third story, you just have to click it. Otherwise, just choose from these 2. And in your assignment on Microsoft Teams, so here's story 2, Rumpelstiltskin. Here's story 1, Tobermory. Here are your graphic organizers to complete. So I'm going to show you those, walk you through them. Okay. Here's the first one you're going to do. All it's doing is it's going over point of view. You have first person, second person, or third person point of view. Here's another example. So what you're going to do is, oh, I love this assignment. I actually think we did a version of this in 6th grade. 2 people can view a situation very differently in the way they look at it. You're going to read one story, but the first time you read it, you are going to read it from the point of view of a realtor, somebody who sells houses. And the first time you read it, you're going to highlight the details that would be important to a realtor in yellow. Then you're going to read the story again, but you're going to read it from the point of view of a burglar, somebody who steals houses. And the second time, you're going to highlight the details that would be important to a burglar in blue. If both narrators might notice this detail, like if a realtor and a burglar would both notice the same exact thing, then you can highlight it in green. That's pretty easy, you guys. All you have to do is read a 1-page story and highlight. Then in the graphic organizer, you are going to write down a detail that a realtor would notice, a detail that the burglar would notice, or details that they both would notice. And we're talking about point of view. And then we have 3 questions here. That is the first part of this assignment. Okay, so after you did that first activity where you reviewed point of view and you practiced with the narrative of the realtor and the burglar, here's where you're going to write your short story. So you are going to choose one of the stories. So you can use Tobermory from last week, or you can do a new story, Rumpelstiltskin, and you are going to write a narrative that tells the events of the passage from the point of view of a different character. Don't let this part right here confuse you. All it's saying is just write the story from a different character. So you can write the Tobermory story from the point of view of the cat, or you could write the Rumpelstiltskin story from the point of view of Rumpelstiltskin. When you read those stories, they were in third person point of view. You are going to put them in first person point of view. So you are going to pretend that you are Tobermory, the talking cat, or you're going to pretend you are Rumpelstiltskin. You are going to include details from the story, such as characters' reactions, reflections, events. Just use the details from the story, okay? So let me just show you again. You're going to go into Teams. You are going to read my directions. You are going to watch this video, the link that I gave you. Then you are going to practice point of view by doing the realtor burglar activity with the story. This one's really fun. I used to love teaching it live. And then you are going to choose one of the stories that we read, and you're going to rewrite it from the first person point of view of a character. Okay, I hope that was helpful. Otherwise, I feel like I'm just going to keep repeating myself. That's really just these 2 worksheets. If you have any questions, just email me or chat with me in Teams. I am here to help you.